Today we're going to be talking about lubricants. There are so many types of lubricants out there, and it can be really hard to figure out which kind do I need and which kind do I want. So we're going to talk about that today. So one of the most common types of lubricants is a water-based lubricant. Now these are really great because most people tolerate them really well, and you can use them with condoms, and you can use them with all toys. They're nice because they're easy cleanup, they're water-based, so they absorb a little bit, and so they're not going to leave as much residue behind as some other lubricants. Now the downside is that they're easily absorbable, and so if you find that you naturally have more dryness, or if intercourse is lasting a long time, you may have to reapply. One of my favorite water-based is slippery stuff, and that's something that we use in the clinic here. Now, another type of lubricant that you may hear about is a silicone-based lubricant. These can be really useful because they're going to stick around for a little bit longer than a water-based, and they kind of have a slicker texture to them. And so they can be nice if you need something that sticks around for a little bit longer. The downside to a silicone lubricant, though, is that you can't use it with silicone toys. And it can leave a little bit of a residue behind, so you're going to have to make sure that you clean up afterwards. One of my favorites for that is something called Uberlube. Now, they do make a hybrid water-based and silicone, and that you really get the best of both worlds. And one of my favorite brands for that hybrid is Good Clean Love. Now, the last type of lubricant that you may hear about is an oil-based lubricant. Now, this one is going to stick around for the longest. One of the most common oil-based lubricants is coconut oil, but you can also buy oil-based lubricants. These are really nice because if you are perimenopausal or postmenopausal or postpartum and just naturally have more hormonal dryness, this can be really hydrating to your tissues as well, and it's going to stick around where you're not needing to reapply as often. Now, the downsides or the cons to an oil-based lubricant is it's a little bit messier, and so it can stain whatever surface that you're on if it's fabric, so you may have to be careful with the sheets or towels that you decide to put down for intercourse. It's also not safe for use with condoms because it can degrade the condom, so if you're using a condom for birth control, you're not going to want to choose an oil-based lubricant. Otherwise, that's all I have for you about lubricants. Please reach out if you have questions. I'd be happy to answer them.